Alright, we're getting closer to the point that we're going to do the magic. For now, let us make sure that this is not too huge. I'm gonna put it inside here, and small. So I just want the heading to be quite small. It's too big. And then I want to delete this guy here. So I'll just be back here and I'll do a delete up here. Thank you. We don't need this. And let's just cross check that it's okay. Once it's okay, we'll do something more interesting. So it's okay. We can see comments here and we can see the proof. Cool. So I'm just going to make proof to be bold. And the proof is bold. Comments, and then there's need to be proof. Where's the proof? Bold. Bold. Alright, so of course you can design yours in a different way and make things more cooler, but for me, I'm just sticking to this simple design for now. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is something very interesting. We're going to copy this guy out, the whole comments, the whole row. We're going to copy it out into something or some other file that is in our partials folder, so that all other models can use it. For instance, this is what I mean. Our projects makes use of comments. Our tasks are going to make use of comments. Companies are going to make use of comments. The exact same thing. People should be able to add comments to any of them. So what we're going to do is to make sure that we don't have to repeat ourselves in all of them. We'll just copy these comments and add it in one of the tasks or anything. We'll just add it in the one we need. We'll add it, save it in partials folder, so that any of them we just that we need it, we just reference it. So it will make work easier for us. All right. So to do that, let's go to the partials folder, partials, layouts, companies, partials. Inside partials folder, we're going to create another folder and just call it comments. So new file, and call it comments. Of course, all your view files must be .blade.php. Now we have comments. We're going to do the next thing of the next task is to copy all of everything inside that row. So I'm just going to copy everything. And of course, if you copy, you go and check and refresh just to make sure that, oops. If you copy, you refresh just to make sure you didn't scatter things and that you copy the right thing. As you can see, we didn't copy the right thing. Our right menu has come here, so we're going to go back and try one more time. I hate text editors that don't copy well or tell you where to stop. So I'm going to try one more time before I switch this text editor. Reload. Doesn't work, so I'm going to use another text editor that does this very well. So what I'll do is to pause this video and return to my other text editor. So to do that, I'll just go to resources, to the folder, and look for it in projects. It's called show.blade. So I'll open it with something called code lobster. Here is the spelling, code lobster, PHP edition, code lobster. So this is a text editor that does code folding very well. So once I highlight something, it tells me exactly where it stops. Alright, the same show.blade has opened in code lobster PHP edition. And if you scroll down, we'll get to the point we want. If I click on it and scroll down, I'll see exactly the coloring where it stops. Look at it. Row stops exactly here. So I know exactly what to copy. And then the code folding is just amazing. If I click on it, it folds exactly what I need, so I can just copy it off. Alright, from what I can see, these two divs before this is where I need to stop. So if I go back to my code, these two divs is where I need to stop. So if I scroll up, I can copy here too. This seems to be exactly what we're looking for. So if we go and refresh, we'll see that the comment is gone. As you can see, the refresh is gone and everything still looks cool. So we're going to paste the comment in the partials that we created, comments.blade, and of course we will now include it. But then this is how you include. If you go to layouts app.blade, you'll see that we've included something before. As you can see, we used includes like this to include errors.blade.php file that is inside partials folder. So if we copy this code, we will still go back to our show.blade. Our show.blade right here. We're going to include comments. So we're making reference to this comments file. We're including it here. Now, one more thing before we go, there is, as you can see, if you go to the comments.blade, see that it's making reference to project comments. Alright, so but when we are in other models, if we are in companies, for instance, it will be companies mod comments. If we're in tasks, it will be tasks comments. So this particular pattern cannot work for us in other models, but we're going to change the variable we're using now from the controller so that we use one unique variable for all in the controller. But before then, let us test what we've done. It should work at least for our refresh. As you can see, it works perfectly, but then we can now make reference to this file from any of our controllers. So what we can do is to go to the project controller, go to project controller, and make sure that this particular variable is renamed. I want to call it something like comments. So inside our HTTP, go to HTTP controllers, we look for project controller, show.blade, show. As you can see, so what we're going to do is, after retrieving the project, this particular variable, we are going to call it something called just simply comments. So since it's comments, we're going to pass it into our model. Since it's comments, we're just going to pass it into the view. I'll just do comments, and I'll just do this. We've passed it into the view. And then if we reload, we've not finished. We just need to do one more thing. We have to come to our show.blade and rename it. Where is it? We have to come to our comments.blade. Comments.blade. Let me find it. Yes, comment.blade, and rename projects to comments. Let's just call it comments. I hope you understand what I've done in this video. What I just did was copy out this code, put it in a separate partials file, just one single file, so that we can make reference to it from any model we are in. So if we're in company's page, we can make reference to, we can just add a list of comments by just calling one single line. And then to make sure that we don't battle with renaming this all the time, we just rename it once in the model, in the controller. So if we go to the controller, we just rename it to comments. So if we go to company's controller, we rename it to comments. In tasks for controller, it will still be comments. Alright, so that it will work perfectly for any of the comments. Alright, so thank you very much. See you in the next video, where we'll go ahead and add some interesting stuff here, like icons. We've not added icons to our site. Icons will make it really look cool. Thank you. See you.